Hello, can you see? Okay. Okay. So today I'm going to do the discussion session for choosing propulsion machinery. As Sungyu said before, there is some few alternative propulsion already. For example, here, like you have a prototype of solar-powered ship. You have two kind of wind-powered ship as well. Also, LNG prototype by Hyundai Heavy Industries. It might be hard for you guys, but I want to ask you, for you, what are the pros and cons about these different kind of propulsion? You also have a like nuclear option. Like I didn't detail it since like you already know, well, some of you guys, like it's just electric production, and for fuel cell battery is the same thing as a diesel electric, except that it's not the electricity comes from the battery by itself. So do you guys have any ideas?
I think diesel electric process, it has the highest energy density, but the diesel electric serve the environmental pollution.
Okay.
And also the diesel electric can be efficiently make noise very small, because for the daytime or the actuating situation, we can only use the electric power stored by the diesel engine. But the disadvantage can be energy efficiency, because the diesel engine must store the energy to the battery. So the step is additional step is necessary.
I think that for nuclear energy, the pro is that it can provide a large amount of energy, but the con is that, well, if a disaster happens, it's going to be quite catastrophic. And also for nuclear, the location is limited because it has to be close to some kind of body of water that can chill the nuclear plant.
Adding to that, one more con for nuclear energy would be waste disposal.
Well, I think for wind and solar, the pros are that it's a renewable energy, so it's like friendly to the earth, but then the cons is that you're dependent on the weather. So if the weather is bad, you might not have the energy.
I have a mistake, because nuclear energy is more higher the energy density than diesel electric. So I need change. I want to change. Yeah. To
Yeah,
nuclear.
I can put
Yeah.
good energy density.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Probably we also have like history of using wind as the main propulsion before machines. So
Sorry, can you repeat? I didn't hear it.
for the wind, we have more history. Like history uses like before the machine is invented. So yeah, there's more experience.
I think batteries and fuel cells are have cons because they have a low specific power. So even though they have a quite high energy density, the power is low.
Mhm. Any
And
other?
yeah, fuel cells cons is the catalyst. As I know, the catalyst platinum is very expensive, so it's necessary to research catalyst then can replace platinum. Yeah.
Any other ideas? For example, for gas, LNG,
Yeah.
basically it's like using liquid natural gas as a fuel instead of diesel.
I have one idea about the cons of the gas. Maybe it needs. It would be hard to hard to apply to small ships because it needs some huge units for the LNG application. Yep.
Okay, fuel cell use H2, so fuel cell I think have a pros because it's eco-friendly. Because it use H2.
So I think you guys said almost everything. One point for gas, except like diesel electric, it doesn't emit any pollution. That's why it's also eco-friendly as well, like sort of. Like diesel electric emit like NOx and SOx, and it's really bad for the environment. I think we can move on. I just want to talk now about the future of cargo ship. As you can see on this graph, more year pass and more we are highly dependent on the cargo shipping industry. And more country increase in GDP and more the population increase as well. And more we are still more dependent about that industry. So like, nowadays, like the pollution, atmospheric pollution is a really important issue. Like the maritime industry try to emit less pollution than the cargo ship with the diesel engine, but one day there will be no more fuel, or it will be too late. So for you, the question might be a little bit vague, but for you, what is the future of cargo ship? Like, in which technology we need to go? For example, which propulsion system do you think it's a better one to see in the future? Or maybe can we do another way of shipping heavy cargoes than with big ships? Like, I can put that comparison.
Well, I think cargo ship is very heavy, so wind and it is hard to use eco-friendly power system. So diesel or nuclear or LNG is looks suitable because it have larger power than other systems.
In my idea, the nuclear would be the best option because nowadays the most of the shipping companies are trying to use the autonomous ships so they can get rid of some human cost or something. So maybe the nuclear power plant can be implemented in the cargo ships, and it would be quite efficient for the cargo conveying, I think, such as the military ships. I'm not sure what the in English term, but in the United States or the Russian, the nuclear submarines or some big ships are using the nuclear power. So maybe the cargo ships can use the same engine if it is possible.
Yeah, like aircraft carriers or nuclear powered nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
Aircraft carrier, exactly.
yeah.
And I think fuel cell energy, there are for eco-friendly energy, there are wind, nuclear, solar, and fuel cell. But nuclear and the fuel cell are capable of generating enough energy for cargo ship. However, nuclear is like the have a risk of radiation. In the event of accident. So I think the fuel cell is best.
Well, as far as I know, I think there are some ships that are trying to develop ships that use both LNG diesel and also solar and wind energy at the same time, so they can reduce the fuel consumption and also the power consumption. So I think although some people think solar and wind energy might be difficult, some ships like use it hybrid with other sources, so it will be possible.
Yeah. I just think like for implementing solar and wind technology into a shipping industry, the only difficult part is maybe implementing around the design of the cargo ship. Like when you put the solar panel or the wind sail, like we need to be careful to not interfere with the cargo, like the object. And that's maybe a design issue where we need to they need to have, like, if you know what I mean. So just for now, from what I saw, like constructors really now try to implement the LNG option into the cargo shipping. Like there isn't much difference into the design compared to other eco-friendly options like we discussed. Like here, you just have like two LNG tank in the back, but we still have plenty of rooms to put the cargo on. And we have like some great knowledge into a gas turbine to produce electricity as well. So it might be the best way to lower the pollution emission and cargo shipping industry for now. But yeah, as Gavin said, there is many other shipping industry who want to implement those kind of option into the LNG as well. So it cannot replace all the energy by itself with wind and solar panel, but it can provide a little percentage. For example, this ship is not using solar propulsion in 100%, but they tested out, and the solar panel can produce 8 to 20% of energy requirement. So yeah, we need maybe a combination of different technology to get rid of the diesel engine in that. Okay, so that was all for me, the reference. Thank you for your time and your participation.
All right, thank you for your discussion leadership. Okay, so we already finished our schedule already today. All right. Thank to him.